to another video of H&H Express model nscale trains. In this episode, in the Caravan, we're gonna do something with the lights. And maybe you know from my main layout, I created a light system which was based on another system as well from Helmie, that it is automatically controlled by JMRI. I made a test of it, which is this. And actually I'm gonna use this to make it over here. When I switch now on the lights, or actually the train, you see that there is a light here, and that's all done by 3.5 volts LEDs. So I thought, you know what, I have this demo system, so I'm gonna change it to the system here. So I created some strips and I'm gonna glue them together. When they are glued together, we're gonna build it and then see if it works. So let's do that. So as I mentioned, I was going to connect those strips together. Well, this is the whole strip in which I will install the LEDs, and that strip will be mounted under here, so I have an even spread of the lights. So let's go to the desk down here and I will show you how I connect them together. So this is the base plate and this is how it's gonna look. So I'm gonna transfer this one over to here. So I will need to make sure that the beginning of this strip is somewhere over here so that I can remove this and put it on here. But how I'm gonna put it on this strip? So I'm gonna use double-sided tape, which makes it easier. I'm gonna put it all on it and then cut it where the light strips are, and as well for the white one. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's gather everything together and see how we can come along. So the wooden strip which I made is 134 centimeters, and the total length of what I have here of the LED strips, which still need to be soldered together, is approximately 114 centimeters. So it's 20 centimeters. So I need to start 10 centimeters out of the edge here. So, but before we can do that, I need to cut off this LED because these are too close together, and this LED will be mounted at that end over there so that we have an even spread. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut this one, we're gonna put some solder to it, and then we're gonna mount it. And we need to do the same with the green one. And this is the red one, that's the green one. And then I also have a blue one. So let me do that preparation first, and then we can put them together. So the outer one will be blue, then we have green, and then we have red, and then at the end over here will be the white LED. So these are the strips, including these ones then. And you may think, why are there so many solder pads? Well, this actually was one string, and it was blue, green, red. So the LED was blue, green, red, blue, green, red. So what I did is I cut them all off at the same position, and then I soldered the red ones together, I soldered the green ones together, and I soldered the blue ones together. So which means that we now have everything in one strip. I could have bought a new strip which is only blue, green and red, which I have done on the main layout, but the problem is that those were 24 volt strips, and these LEDs here run at minimum of 3.7 volts and maximum of 5 volts, so I can just run them directly from the Arduino. That is why I use this as a example. This is where the Arduino comes on. This is the cabling to this strip, and then continue that strip over here. So looking at it, I'm gonna measure. It needs to start around 10 centimeters from the edge over here. So that's around here. And I already made a mark on this section that you can see here. This would be the position where these strips need to be put. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna put double-sided tape on here. Like that. All the way to the end. We'll do that off camera. Then I will cut lines where these strips will be glued upon. So then we have one blue, this would be green, and then that will be red. Then I will put another section of double-sided tape here for the white LED. So let me prepare the strip and I will be back. So I put the double-sided tape on here. So now I'm gonna cut this section off. So a piece here from the outside, and then I will put this one together. And I'm gonna continue with that one. So I'm gonna use this ruler here, or at least something which can give me a little bit straightness to cut through it. This, let's see if it's long enough. Yep. And now I can peel this one off. Now I can put this one on. And we should be able to test it. So I'm gonna connect this end over here to the other end. That's connected, and this one too. That one is also connected, which means all the LEDs are connected to each other. That's the first rep. So I will do the rest off camera, and I will be back when we're gonna put the white one on. So as you can see, all strips are on the board, and it's a length of almost 1 meter and 10 centimeters. So that should be good to fit on the track. So we have the blue one, which you saw me put on and worked. And we have the green one, the red one and the white one. And let me action daytime. So you see that all the LEDs are going to lit up. I might need to add an extra power section to it on the Arduino, but you can see it's reasonably bright. I can switch off the light here so you can see it as well. So we have the blue, green, red and white. Let me now switch it to the night. And what happens is that the red and green will dim, and then only the white is a little bit on and the blue is a little bit on, which assembles the night. And the same as at the main track, I have lightning too. So let me do that. So let me see if the lightning works. It should then flash the white. You see, it flashes the white at a random speed, which is the lightning. So let me switch that one off again. So now let's bring it to the daytime, which means it goes into the morning. And then you have your morning glory red coming into it. And then from the morning it goes into daytime. Let me put the daytime on. It will bring all the LEDs together, and I might need to change a little bit of the power which goes to the LEDs, or I might use some motor drivers to drive the LEDs a little bit brighter, but we will see that when it is mounted on the board. So let me go to the evening. So you see that it is dimming a little bit. And then from the evening it goes back into the night. And I'm currently doing it manually. And you have seen that in the other video, which I'm gonna link up here, on how the section works. So the whole strip is working. So what I'm gonna do next, but that will be in a different video, is I'm gonna mount it on the track. So at the top of the track, right in front of it, and then we will see if everything works. I need to put these here. I need to put a ribbon cable over here so that it is longer, because the Arduino itself will be positioned on the same board as the snap switches control section is there. So I need to use a ribbon cable to go from this board down to the board where the rest is mounted. So if you like these videos, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of these videos, please consider to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.